Hello YouTubers, Omega Dark Mage here with an anime top 10 video. Not just any top 10 video, my personal top 10. Not yours, mine. So if you don't agree with it, oh well, I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of hate in the comment section because a lot of these aren't particularly seen in a lot of top 10 videos. I have my own unique tastes. So these are based off of what I've seen, and this video isn't set in stone. I could change my mind on certain rankings on this list, but for now, this is my current top 10. I'm using this video today to kind of introduce myself to the anime fan base here on YouTube. So now that that's out of the way, on to the top 10. To start off, I'd like to mention a couple of animes that didn't quite make the cut. I guess these are the honorable mentions. So to start off, Dragon Ball Z. Well, I actually really enjoyed this one as a kid. It had a lot of entertainment value to it, and I can see why a lot of people like this show and why it's really great. It's one of the best fighting animes of all time, but that's all it really is, a fighting anime, for the most part. It lacked a lot of character development for some of our characters, besides our main characters, Goku, of course, and Goku and Vegeta, Gohan. But a lot of our other characters who were more useful in the previous Dragon Ball, yeah, they really just went downhill. It's a shame. Our next anime, YuGiOh. YuGiOh is great. I like YuGiOh because it has a lot of suspenseful moments sometimes. The original Yu-Gi-Oh anyway. You never knew how certain things were gonna end up. Well, I guess you could say, to an extent, whenever Yugi duels, I guess you could say he would win. He did lose a couple of duels, but those losses were kind of BS. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't like those losses. The way every duel he lost, I did not like the way he lost. It's a good show if you like card games. I play Yu-Gi-Oh in real life, online anyway. Yeah, I kind of don't collect the cards as much anymore as I used to with all the new summonings and the new pendulum stuff. It's crazy. The game has evolved so much. Maybe I'll take it seriously again. I play online from time to time, some of the XYZ cards. But yeah, they really went far with pendulum. Next on our list, a sports anime, Kuroko no Basket. It's not in my top 10, mainly because sports isn't really my thing, but I do enjoy this. It really has a lot of interesting action moments, believe it or not, and a lot of, it has some suspense to it. I liked it for what it is. If you like something like that, then check it out. Like the players, they practically go Super Saiyan in this show. The best players, they go Super Saiyan. Seriously, they go into this state called the zone, and they become really epic players. Next up, we got Clannad. Planet is really good for a drama anyway. Drama is not really my genre, but I did enjoy some of the comedy in it, and it was kind of sad seeing certain events in this show. It had some sad moments, so I really could feel for some of the characters. Next up, Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online, a really good anime. Season 1 was kind of weak because they kind of rushed the story. And the second arc was pretty weak compared to the first. The first was actually better. The second arc was not nearly as good. But season 2 looks really good so far. So check out season 2. It's Gun Gale Online. It's really good. And they're pacing it properly. They're doing much better with the pacing. So that covers my honorable mentions for this top 10 anime video. Now on to the real top 10 animes. Let's start it off with Naruto. Naruto, believe it or not, was at one point in my top 3, but it's fallen really low. They've kind of dragged this one out. They really have. The twists and turns that this anime has taken, especially in the manga. If you're reading the manga, then yeah, you'd be surprised. You anime only viewers, you'd be surprised what this anime is going to turn into. It's crazy. It's all over the place. As-pull after as-pull. There, I said it. That's what it's all about going forward from where we're at in the anime right now. But overall, still good. It's part of my childhood. I started watching this like 10 years back or something. Before that even. It's good. It really is. Next up we have Black Bullet in the number 9 spot. Now, this is one of those choices that I was talking about before. Black Bullet is a really good anime to me. The reason I say that is because even though they rushed the story and you could tell that it was low budget, the studio really messed it up, I liked it because of the impactful moments that this anime brought to the table. It really made me tear up certain parts of it. And I think that's what really helped to get into the number 9 spot in this list and not into an honorable mention spot. Also the main villain, one of the main villains, I guess you could say, Kagetane. Oh my gosh, so epic. He saved the series. You need a good villain in an anime to save it sometimes. And yeah, Kagetane saved it. He really did. I liked Kagetane. So epic. Number 8, Yu Hakusho. This is probably one of my favorites of all time because it pulled me into the world of anime. That'll never change. Yu Hakusho pulled me into the world of anime. Even if it falls off this list somehow, the fact remains it's still always going to be an honorable mention for me because it pulled me into it. It really did. With its great character, story, the great fighting scenes. Unlike Dragon Ball Z, this show actually develops more than 1 or 2 characters. We have development for like Kurobara, who's like the weakest of our main 4 characters. Kurobara, like he's really weak compared to like Hiei. Hiei's got that Dragon of the Darkness Flame technique, which is just fantastic. It demolishes practically anything. I think he was like 2 for 4 with that technique in battles. There was this one battle where like the main boss of one of the arcs, he kind of like blocked it. Like, it didn't do anything to him. And then the other boss, well, he demolished 2 people with it, pretty much. So yeah, we are number 7. Number 7. Back to, I was kind of going off track here with Yu Hakusho. I'll probably do a review on Yu Hakusho in the future because it's just so good. But yeah, number 7. Welcome to the NHK. Welcome to the NHK is unique. It's probably one of the first animes I've ever seen that didn't have fighting action elements to it, and yet it somehow managed to entertain me. I found it a lot more entertaining than Clanad, honestly. It's a good show. It really is. You kind of see, like, it's basically, like, kind of, maybe it's because you could relate to it. It's something that could actually be somewhat realistic. We have people in our society known as hikomoris. Hikomoris, basically, they stay in their rooms and they don't do anything to interact with the outside world, pretty much. Hikomoris. Yeah, I think that's probably one of the reasons I found it interesting. Everything else is fantasy or sci-fi, for the most part. But this was really good. Number 6, Mira Nikki, or Future Diary in the English versions, the dub. Mirai Nikki is very interesting. It has some pretty interesting elements to it. To some extent psychological. We have a lot of action in Mirai Nikki. I'll probably do a review on this one in the future because it's just so good. And yeah, the twists and turns towards the end of this anime just blew my mind away. It really did. I was really impressed with the story, the way they did it. They did fantastic. So yeah, I think that this one really, it's something you should try. You should definitely watch it if you like twists and turns. You could kind of see it coming if you're good at foreshadowing and stuff like that. It's a good show. I like it. Number 5, Fullmetal Alchemist. Fullmetal Alchemist, the Brotherhood. Yes, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Yes, I like it. Not the original Fullmetal Alchemist. Brotherhood is a lot better. It's got a very solid story. And it has some mysteries at first, like who's pulling the plots, like who's pulling the strings, you know. We have a lot of crazy things going on. At the end, everything is unraveled. The real masterminds towards the last couple of episodes, the ones controlling the main villains in this show, the homunculi, the homunculus, or whatever you want to call them. I think they're homunculi. It's been a while since I've seen the show, but you know what I'm talking about, you Fullmetal Alchemist fans. And those that haven't seen it, you'll know what I'm talking about, so don't worry about that. So yeah, it's a good show. It's very dark. Some parts of it are very dark. Number 4, Death Note. Death Note is very good. At first it seems like it has some realistic stuff going for it. We got a kid in high school, really smart kid. He goes to college later on. But what really takes it to a supernatural level is an object known as the Death Note. And the Death Note kind of allows the user to pretty much kill anybody as long as you know that person's name and have their face stored in your memory. Um, yeah, our main character, Light Yagami, gets his hands on that Death Note, and yeah, it's fantastic the way we have detectives coming after him. It has a lot of psychological elements that I loved. Um, it was one. It's just another one of those unique ones. It's a gem. It really is. It's top tier. It's an anime of the highest quality for its time. Anyway, the animation's great for its time, and it still is. Um, Maybe not as good as some of the animes today, um, but it's still top tier. It's good. Number 3, Code Geass. Code Geass is so similar to Death Note. It really is. Um, it really is. Like, the people are trying to find out who our main character really is, because his name is Lelouch, but he also has another identity known as Zero, I believe it was. And he wears like a helmet. And yeah, and a cape and everything. He looks like a badass. He really does. And he acts like it. He doesn't just look like it. He is a badass. He's very good at manipulating people. And I really liked it. It was like a game of chess, kind of. Yeah. People trying to stop him and his plans. It's really good. It had 2 seasons. You should check him out. I liked it. It's pretty good. Number 2, Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan, fantastic. It really is amazing. I love Attack on Titan. It's got some dark elements, a lot of them, a lot of gory scenes. It's a really gory anime, but I like it. So yeah, you should check it out. A lot of mysteries. It's a good show, worth looking into. I like it, especially if you like zombie shows. Like I guess The Walking Dead. It's not an anime, but if you like that kind of thing, you might want to check this out. If you're not an anime fan, it's not a zombie anime, but it gives you that feel sometimes, to an extent, really, to an extent. I guess in the sense that we got some form of apocalyptic world where we have giants, in this case, not zombies, eating people, killing people off. Yeah, and it brings up a lot of questions. It really does. Like, where do they come from? These giants, and how are they able to survive without food? Because we find out they can't. Like, if they don't eat people, they can still survive without eating anything, including animals. They don't eat animals for some reason. And finally, number 1, School Days. Nah, seriously though. School Days, not School Days. Our number 1, One Piece. This one was kind of predictable for some, maybe. One Piece is top tier. It really is. There's a reason its manga sales are top tier, and that's probably because it's just so amazing. It really is. The quest. Our main character Luffy wanting to become king of the pirates. That quest, phenomenal. I like it. It's a very, very good quest. The amazing adventures that he goes on. I like it. I really do. I could see this anime going on for several more years. I really do, and I don't mind it. The entertainment value you get from this anime is just phenomenal. If you're new to One Piece, though, good luck catching up, because it's well over 600 episodes now, I believe. Yeah, 657, I believe we're on now. It's a good anime, and the manga is very far ahead. The anime's catching up. So yeah, that was my top 10 animes of all time. I basically just used this video to kind of introduce myself and give you an idea of the animes I like. And if you disagree, feel free to disagree. It's fine. Just please respect my opinions. Don't say my opinions are stupid. Black Bullet, I know what you're thinking. So anyway, YouTubers, Omega Dark Mage, signing out.